All right, we have another community member request for message of the day today, and this one was so beautiful. And I thought this was a great question, and I'm really excited to share some of my thoughts with you on it. And the question was around how to hold space for yourself when you're feeling emotional. And I think the term holding space is one that's been thrown around as more and more people are kind of opening up about their own mental health, their spirituality, their journey. And it's a term that's kind of thrown around a lot. And I don't know if there's really a lot of understanding as to what that means. And typically as human beings, we're really good at holding space for other people, meaning we're a lot better at being tender with others, at giving them space to really feel their emotions, at taking on and hearing what they're going through, and then being able to give them that space to listen. But it's a lot more different. It's a lot more complex when it comes to giving yourself sacred space to be able to feel what's going on in your own heart. And so let me just clarify what it means first to hold space. To hold space is to be able to be present with yourself, to be able to explore your emotions in a way that's non-judgmental, to be able to look at them without shame, without thinking, oh, I shouldn't feel this way, or I shouldn't be crying, and I shouldn't be emotional, and my emotions are silly. We are emotional beings. We have emotions because that is what we are. We feel things deeply. So to hold space for yourself, to hold space for your emotions, is to allow them to be present, to allow them to be there no matter what they are. Even if they're a really difficult emotion and you're thinking to yourself, man, I have so much shame around feeling this. I have a really great life. I shouldn't be feeling like I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be feeling like things aren't going right. My life is amazing. My life is beautiful. But to hold space for yourself is to simply allow those feelings, those emotions to be there, and don't pass judgment on yourself. You wouldn't pass judgment on your friend that was sharing all these things with you. So being gentle with yourself is that first aspect of what it means to hold space for your emotions. And then the second piece of this puzzle, and I know this person well enough to know what she's gonna say to me when I say this next piece, is it's really important that you have boundaries around holding space for yourself and what that means to you, because you want to, when you're feeling hard emotions or difficult emotions, you can be really hard on yourself, and a lot of times those difficult emotions might be sparked by somebody else. So it's important to have a sense of boundary around what that means to you. And if you're feeling overly emotional, if you're feeling like you're starting to bubble, if you're feeling like things are coming to the surface, you're starting to have all these feelings of shame, it's important to set a boundary where you say to yourself, okay, when I'm starting to feel this way, I know, especially as it comes to and it relates to triggers or activation or people getting you upset, I know I have to take some time to walk away. I need to know when it's becoming too much for me. I need to know when I need to hold space for myself so I can feel this and not explode or not, have a big reaction. I need to know when it is I have to walk away. And it can be hard to do that. It can be hard to say, okay, I need to take some time, especially if you're in a heated conversation with a partner or children or whatnot, to be able to say, okay, I'm not in a headspace right now where we can have a productive conversation about this. I need to go and explore what these emotions mean, why I'm having such a reaction, and we need to return to this. And the other person might not be all that on board with this, okay? But it's important for you to hold that boundary close to you and to say, no, I think what's best right now for me, for both of us, is that I take space. And taking space is all a big part of what it means to hold space for yourself. So if you need to set that boundary, if you need to walk away, that's what you need to do. Same with when you're sitting with your difficult emotions and you're sharing them with yourself and you're really exploring with them. Journaling is really going to come in handy for this, and allowing yourself to free flow journal and just let whatever comes to mind come out. Now, if you're not a writing person, but you're a person that likes to paint, allow yourself to paint your emotions and just free flow. Allow them to come out. But give yourself that moment, that beat, that minute to really kind of free flow, to allow what needs to come out. Because so often we're so used to pushing the emotions down all the time and not feeling them, that if we can give ourselves and hold space for ourselves where we say, okay, for the next 10 minutes, I'm just going to journal, I'm going to create, if you're a musician, I'm going to feel through the music. I'm going to let whatever emotion come out, and set the stage for yourself. Give yourself that minute. That's part of that boundary. Assign time to it. I know that sounds really, really like scheduled and rigid, but sometimes if you don't schedule time in your schedule to be able to do some of these things and to hold sacred space for your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings, the day will run away and you'll be at the end of it and you'll be like, I did not address any of those things I wanted to address. So sometimes it's a matter of like literally putting it into your calendar, Google Calendar, sacred space to feel emotions, and allow yourself to be in that. If there are feelings coming up, like if there is an urge to cry, allow yourself to cry. Crying is beautifully cathartic. It's so good for the nervous system. It gives you, equilibrium. It gives you balance. It resets everything. So often we're afraid to cry, or we've been told we shouldn't cry. But crying is beautiful. It truly is. Allow that to be there. Allow yourself to, I'm feeling like I need to cry. Be there. Allow it to happen. I've told this to my clients so many times. And if you can feel a cry, like sometimes, when you can like feel a cry and it's there, put some music on that makes you feel emotional just to get them going. Because again, we're so trained to just put that wall up and not feel it. So set the stage. Set the moment for yourself so you can really, really feel it. And above all else, no matter what's coming up, holding space for yourself is not about being critical, not about being judgmental, not about letting the shame spiral happen, just about being okay with where you are now. And even saying to yourself, I'm okay. No matter what it is I'm feeling, no matter what emotion I'm feeling, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm safe to feel this. You are literally creating safety for yourself to feel these emotions. And honestly, it's so important to give yourself that. It's a gift. So I really, really want to encourage you to give yourself this time. Allow yourself to have this space. This is a beautiful act of self-care. And thank you so much to the community member that requested this, because I think it's something that we all need a little bit more of. So hopefully that's answered your question. If something is confusing or you need a little more in terms of details, please reach out to me. I would be happy to answer any and all questions. But with that, I hope you are happy. I hope you are healthy. I hope you're abundant. And of course, make it a great day. Make it a great day. Make it a great day. This is me sending you love and creating space for you. Let's get to it.